is formed and halide is released as the leaving group. Halide is released as the leaving group. Note down. Take 2 minutes and quickly note down the steps. Quick. Okay, students, up to this clear? If any difficulty, write in the chat box. All of you got what is E1 and E2? Okay. Now we are going to discuss the factors. तापर हमें जो E1 CB को पछे जो factors affecting E1 E2. Just take 1 minute and think what are the factors that can affect the E1 E2. आमे जेम देखते ले कोई तरह SN1 SN2 रे सेंती E1 E2 रे कौन factor होगा? Think for a while. 1 minute. Okay. So anyone first? Nature of haloalkane. Okay. Nature of haloalkane. Tell me which haloalkane will undergo elimination faster? Primary, secondary, or tertiary? Then देखिए first the in the beginning we have discussed the driving force behind elimination is what is the driving force? To relieve strain in the molecule. ताले यदि strain को relieve करिया पाई elimination reaction होची, just think that strain को relieve करिया पाई elimination reaction होची, ताले strain सबुठ अधिक कोट रहेगा tertiary, ताले tertiary रे elimination easy होगा. ताले write down the order of elimination reaction is in haloalkane is tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Okay, all of you got this? तामाने tertiary से E1 हो both E1 and E2. Both E1 and E2. This is the first. Then nature of the base. So it is strong base favors elimination both E1 and E2. Next, how nature of living group. Nature of living group. I mean the living group, better living group naba, that will be easily released. So elimination will be faster. Better the living group, more easier is the elimination reaction. 20 के लिख दियो. These factors. First is nature of haloalkane, tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. A quote about both E1 and E2. Nature of the base, strong base favors elimination. जोटी की हमें कौन कहले E1 and E2 both favor करिबो. Next, nature of living group, better the living group, more easier is the elimination reaction. Okay, जते easily living group release हबो सेते easily elimination reaction हे परिबो. Next, concentration of the base. Concentration of base. So the base concentration higher रहिबो. Are you getting? ताले it will favor E2 कहीं E2 रे in E2 rate is proportional to haloalkane and base rate is proportional to haloalkane and base. So more the concentration of the base, more is the chances of E2 reaction. Okay, so with increase in concentration of base, high base concentration favors E2 reaction. Okay, next is stereochemistry. In E1, in SN1 we have seen that is the racemization of configuration, and in SN2 that is the inversion of configuration. मन पड़ची. So SN1 रे कोन हेतिला the carbocation बनिला परे living group the nucleophile attacks. So the nucleophile can attack from the side where the carbocation is present or from the opposite side. Our SN2 रे कोन थिला exactly from the opposite side. ताले एठी हम देखिबा in stereochemistry E1 कोन होबो and E2 कोन होबो. Okay, E1 रे stereochemistry कोन होबो and E2 रे stereochemistry कोन होबो. We are going to check that. So first हम देखिबा what is happening in the case of E1. Okay, so E1. So just माने पकाओ हमें कौन देखथिले ना after the formation of carbocation the base picks the hydrogen from the adjacent position of the carbocation center, stable carbocation center. ता माने आउ से कहा को फॉलो करथिला, it is following the Sherjeff rule. It is following the Sherjeff rule. Okay, so एटा कोन हबो स्टीरियो selective. Write down a point के note कर दियो. E1 is stereoselective. E1 is stereoselective. The release of E1 is stereoselective because the release of hydrogen or its isotope takes place by following subject rule. By following subject rule. Okay. So let's stereo selective. Friend clear? আচ্ছা ডিসিসি টাঙ্গি you have written substrate structure. কোন substrate structure পড়ছো? Which structure? Next, E2. E2 is stereo specific. E1 is stereo selective. E2 is stereo specific. Why? Right. In this case, the hydrogen or its isotope in this case hydrogen or its isotope which is anticoplanar has to be released. Telco, जो anticoplanar से release होगा, एटे हमारा condition कौन रहेगा? It is stereo specific. एटे selective तो रहेगा नहीं. एटा कौन है? Stereo specific. So this is all about the factors affecting E1 and E2. Friend, just quickly go through it. Take 2 minutes. ये सब factor तरतरे निजे analyze करो. If any doubt, we'll discuss. Then we'll move to the discussion of E1 CB. I hope all of you have written the points. Okay, clear, good. Student, just take 2 minutes, just go through the points, and in between, if you have any doubt, then you can write in the chat box. Quick. Okay, very good. So now we are going to discuss the next one, E1CB. Then actually E1CB is not in the board curriculum. So what is the full form of E1CB? Then dekhile. So the full form of E1CB is elimination unimolecular in the presence of conjugate base. Elimination unimolecular in the presence of conjugate base. Okay, E1CB. Now, in which case the E1CB will take place? Is in which case the E1CB is taking place. E1CB takes place. E1CB takes place if the leaving group is poor leaving group. If the leaving group is poor leaving group, then only E1CB takes place. Clear? Students? Is it clear? Okay. So E1CB takes place if the leaving group is poor leaving group. हम जानछे जदि हम लिविंग ग्रुप एबिलिटी देखिबा हालोजन और हालाइड आयन रो it is iodide greater than bromide greater than chloride greater than fluoride. So fluoride is the poor living group, weak living group. Jadi poor living group thibo that cannot be easily released out. जैसे easily release न हबो ताले in order to release the poor living group हमको external source रो किछि different conditions create करिया पड़िबो. External source रो किछि different conditions create करिया पड़िबो. Like suppose हम जे देखिबा this is fluorine. 1 minute. Suppose we'll take the example CH3CH2 fluorine okay. So in the step 1 in the presence of base okay, in the presence of base it picks the hydrogen which is present at the adjacent position of the poor living group. एठी हमर फ्लोरीन अछि poor living group सेठी कोन हबो CH3 CH2 minus plus H2O. This is step 1. Now you may ask the question, why that hydrogen? Why not this hydrogen? This hydrogen is primary or carbonian form, that is primary, and if on the left hand side that I have marked, that is secondary. So between primary and secondary carbonian, which is more stable? So of course primary carbonian is more stable. Tale bujhi parlo why the hydrogen is released from the right hand side. This is step 1. So carbanion is formed. Now the carbanion बनिला, the carbanion ताले कौन हबो हम जानछे conjugate acid base pair. So what is the difference in conjugate acid base pair? The difference in conjugate acid base pair is a proton. Okay, ताले देखो हाइड्रोजन रिलीज होला पर जो कार्बनियन बनिला तो ताको जो डिफरेंस कोन रहइला ओटे प्रोटॉन रो कार्बनियन फॉर्म होची कार्बनियन formed acts like the conjugate base acts like the conjugate base releases electron density to the carbon having fluorine and hence fluoride is departed and hence fluoride is departed. বুঝপারলো? হলো? তাহলে so next step রে কোন হবো? This, so this fluoride ion release হবো this. CH3 CH2 CH2 plus positive. Write down friend. Quick. Writing. বুঝপারলো? Why the name is E1CB? কাହିଁକି? First step ରେ ଦେଖ. Okay. So which is the slow step here? This second step is the slow step here. ଯୋଉଥିରେ only one substrate is present. So it is the elimination unimolecular. Order of reaction is 1. So it is clear? Any doubt? Friend, any doubt? Write in the chat box. Okay. Now, write down 1 or 2 conversion reactions. Then write down. These 3 questions. Make the conversion. Quick. Quick, students. Then are you doing? If anyone has completed, raise your hand. Still doing? Okay. Quick. Do you complete all right in the chat box? Okay, student, anyone has completed? Okay. Now we'll discuss first. I'm going to say alkane ro we can prepare only halo alkane. Okay. So halo alkane re again different carbon atoms are there. So we can apply only bromination, then alcoholic KOH, alkene, then a terminal position re we need halogen gote reaction achi, that is anti-Markovnikov, bromine, then silver fluoride. This is first reaction. Second, quick note down, student. This again ଆମେ ଏଠି bromination ହିଁ କରିପାରିବା. Then alcoholic KOH, okay. Next, sodium iodide, in acetone. Quickly note down these two. Then we'll discuss the third one. Then after that, we'll have break. A break ପରେ ଆମେ କିଛି question discuss କରିବା elimination reaction ର. Then we'll discuss ZJ product versus Hoffman product. ZJ product versus Hoffman product. ତାପରେ next time କଣ discuss କରିବା? Next is the some reactions. Okay, over student. Next. The third question is from benzene. From benzene, we have to convert. This is 3-nitrochlorobenzene. ताले में को आगो नाइट्रेशन करिबा ना आगो क्लोरिनेशन करिबा. नाइट्रेशन कले क्लोरिनेशन जदि करिबा, then it will be the meta product. आउ क्लोरिनेशन पर यदि नाइट्रेशन करिबा, that will be the para product. ताले आगो हमें नाइट्रेशन करिबा. So concentrated HNO3 in the presence of H2SO4, nitrobenzene, chlorine, iron in dark. Okay, so this is the product. Now student, write down the reaction, and after break we'll meet. But stay logged in.